Hello, my name is Christian, and I know God exists. Just a point that I'm going to put now. I started writing a book a good few years ago, and then I decided to put some of the book onto a website to see how it would do. My knowledge of the internet wasn't very good at the time, and I just started rebuilding the site. Anyway, um, my first argument or my statement that I would like to submit to the people that see this is something that Christopher Hitchens said, because he was an avid atheist, wasn't he, really? And he did not believe in God whatsoever. In fact, he went around the world trying to prove that God wasn't in existence, that the Bible was a terrible book, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm here because I did watch one of his videos. I'll probably go through them all, but I did watch one at this specific time, and he stated that the Bible was primitive. It was made a long time ago. It's nothing but I've got a lot to say about the Bible. Things that will interest you greatly, I think, because I've looked at the Bible in a different way that other people seem to dismiss. But Christopher Hitchens said the Bible was primitive. And why did he say it was primitive? He said it was primitive because science now has answered um, things that the Bible could never have answered, blah, 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 So um, how so if science has the way I'm looking at this now is if science has answered something now after Christopher Hitchens said that the Bible is primitive, that it was written so long ago, that if science could now answer something that was written in the Bible, you must ask yourself, well, how did they know as to write what in the Bible, something that wasn't later noted until science answered it? And when I state this, I'm saying the Genesis of the Bible. Um, it states that God ascended. God uh, ascended from. Um, you know, does it say God ascended and separated the waters from the waters and the earth from the earth, and He created two firmaments, and He called these firmaments heavens. I'm sure that's in Genesis. It's on the first page of the Bible. If you want to have a look, grab the Bible and have a look, because that's going to tell you that really that's just one small fraction of what I knowledge I've gained over the years and the things that I've looked into. But just as a debate from me to Christopher Hitchens, I know he's passed away now, but if there's anybody standing in his shoes, I would like to state to them, if they're thinking on the same platforms, not platform shoes, but on the same platforms as what he was going down, then I'd like to submit that if the Bible be so primitive, how did it answer something that science didn't submit to much later? And that is when God ascended on the earth and separated the waters from the earth, and the earth from the earth and the waters. How did somebody know then that the earth was one mass of land? Because that sounds to me as if somebody knew that the Spirit of God ascended onto the earth, separated the waters from the waters and the earth from the earth. Separating. So, doesn't that sound like somebody would know that the earth was one mass of land and it was separated? Now, that's what Christopher Hitchens was stating when he said the Bible was primitive. He was saying the Bible is primitive, and science is answering things now that the Bible's, got nothing, no knowledge of. But obviously, somebody had some knowledge there. Anyway, that's my first input. I'm going to keep these as short as I can because most of the stuff I can say within 5 minutes. So not all of it. So be aware. If you are watching and you are interested in what I've got to say, fair play. Hope you like what I've got to say, and I hope I achieve my goals, and I hope I can help you. Why would I want to help you? If you don't need help, then I won't bother. But if I can help, or if God can help, maybe if God can help, then maybe I can. Maybe I can. I mean, I can't. I really can't do anything selflessly. when I ask you to believe, you're just going to turn away. But as it happens, one thing I can't believe: God is not a God of hate. He's not just going to. And I'm surprised he's got armies fighting for him. Muslims who say that they're fighting for God. When they say that he can't have a son either, they say, oh, he can't have a son, can he? Because he's like supreme, most supreme. But how can somebody most supreme? How can somebody most supreme have people fighting for him? I mean, if he was most supreme, he wouldn't need anybody, would he? They're saying he doesn't need a son. He doesn't need anybody. He's God. He's, you know. Yet they're running about killing people for him. Does he really want that? If so, when did they hear it? When did he tell them, and what for? I'm sure that if there's a God of everybody on the planet, and there's an argument, I'm sure God is not going to go, well, who do I stick up for? Well, we've got these over here. I created everybody. We've got these over here, these over here. They've got some good values. They've got some good values. Who do I enable to win? I don't think the world works like that, do you? So we're not. It's not about winners and losers, is it? Is it about winners and losers? No, probably not, because that always causes conflict anyway, doesn't it? And there's so many conflicts on the world right now. Anyway, this video was created for you, so I could tell you that Christopher Hitchens is wrong. Maybe the Bible is primitive, but I'm going to prove to you that it is well worth a read, because there's things about the Bible that you don't know. You just go off and like, oh, I'm not reading the Bible. Oh, it's about God. Oh, but then there's like people joining up to kill people in the name of God. So, for the sake of reading a book or books and books arguing against books, we'll cover that later. Thanks for listening. Great. There's again. And again. Right, I'm going to stop now. Bye bye.